Hello, welcome back, my fearless ones. I hope everyone had an awesome Thanksgiving, spent time with family and friends. Like me, I relaxed, I didn't do anything. So I'm back today to do a video on how to purchase a vehicle in your business name. I'm really excited to share this information with you guys, and before we get started, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with someone that you know need this information. I talk business credit, personal credit, business financing, and side hustle. So all things finances, right? So let's just get started, right? Get a pen and paper, and I am going to go over start to finish how to start a business all the way to business credit. So for those that already know this information, you can just kind of move past it. So first things first, you want to incorporate your business. You want to do an LLC, C Corp, S Corp, whichever one is your choice. And then you're going to get an EIN number, okay? Next, you're going to get a DUNS number. And this needs to be in this order, you guys. Fourth, you want to get a virtual address if you're home based. So if you don't have a brick and mortar, you need a virtual address. When companies, credit companies, financing companies Google your business, you want them to be able to find you online, okay? And all of that information is in my book. I actually wrote an ebook about 32 pages on how to build a paydex score or build business credit in 30 days, okay? Okay, you guys, I apologize. I had to pause. Give me some water. So I actually created an ebook, How to Build Business Credit in 30 Days. That link will be directly below the video. All of this information is in that book as well. So we're on step number 4, right? Virtual address. So again, if you're home based, you don't have a brick and mortar, you need a virtual address. So when finance companies look you up, they need to be able to find you, and it also protect you and your family, give you that level of privacy where if someone look up your business, it's not showing your home address. Number 5, you need a phone number. So here's what I suggest. If you don't have money, if you're relatively new and you haven't really earned enough revenue to invest, you don't have enough, because it's going to cost you to get all of these other things. So we're trying to cut the cost, right? If you don't have the money to get a 1-800 number, may I suggest Google Voice. So Google Voice is free. If you have a Google email, you can just type in how to get a Google Voice. You attach it to a certain email, because a lot of people have multiple Google accounts, like multiple emails. I know we all do, right? So attach it to whichever email address you want it to be on. You're going to download the app to your phone and create a phone number. You can create a phone number from any area code you want. Be creative. And then you're going to attach that number to your personal phone. So when it calls, it will actually announce that this is a Google Voice number, and it will have the person on the other line announce themselves. So you'll know if it's a finance company, credit company, anyone that just want to verify the phone number. I actually have several of them, and some of them are just messages letting customers know that they can reach out to us on chat and support via email. Okay, so we're on number 5. Now we're going to get into, now that you have structured your business to make it fundable, we're going to go into which net 30s or which credit companies that you would need to do business with first to build your paydex score, your experience score, and your Equifax score. You need all 3. You need all 3 before you go into any dealership. You need all 3 of them, and your paydex need to be above 80 or above. Your experience need to be 80 or above if possible. And your Equifax is just like a delinquency score, right? So it's really not a score like as if it's, like a personal credit score. And I have a video on business credit. I will link it below, or excuse me, I will link it after this video. You can go take a look at that too. Okay. So now that we have structured our business, I want you to go to nav.com. That video will be at the end of the video as well. So everything, all the videos that I have made pertaining to business credit will be at the end of the video. Go and look at those too. Please, if you're trying to get a vehicle in your business name, I want to make sure that you do everything correct, so you don't have to get rejected or turned down and have to go and try to do things that you didn't do prior, right? So you want to do a NAV account. The link will be below the video as well to the nav.com. Set up an account. You can do a free account. If you actually can afford it, I would upgrade, because here's the thing with NAV. They report as a trade line on your business credit. So that's one trade line you already have reporting. Plus, you're able to see your credit scores, and they will tell you all the companies that you qualify for business credit. So I think it's worth it, right? So that's your first trade line, NAV. Your second one, I will go with gas cards. You actually need about 2 to 3 gas cards. I have A to B. You don't have to PG this company. They don't need your social security number. The only thing they want to do is link to a bank account. This is a net 14. So you can expect to have to pay your bill cycle out every 14 days, and they actually debit for whatever account that you attach to it. But I like the fact that you don't have to PG it, thus you don't have any inquiries on your personal credit. Okay. So my next one I went with was Shell. I like Shell. They connect with a grocery store called Kroger, so I can get all of those benefits. So I can use my points, and I get 5% off every gallon of gas, and you get 5% off A to B as well. Okay. So we're at nav.com. We're at A to B. The link will be below the video. No PG, no social security number. And then I have Shell. I mentioned before. I had to stop the video, you guys. I apologize. So Shell, you do have to PG, and they do a soft pull on your credit. I don't know which bureau, so just open all 3 of them up, you guys, if you have them frozen. So they can actually see your credit. And my next one I have is Circle K. I believe they're under WIC, WEX. Actually, WIC fund or carry all of the gas cards. Okay. So those are the 3 that I have. Now, a lot of people like Fuel Man, you've heard of it. If you do carrier work or you're some type of driver, you've heard of these companies. And those are the 3 that I have. And I actually have a Paydex score over 80. Like, I have good business credit. And these are the steps that I've taken. And again, you can just get the ebook. It will be on discount anyway for the rest of the holiday season. It will be marked down 50% off. I would just purchase it so you can have that information on hand all the time. So now we're at about 4. So we have 1 NAV account, 3 gas accounts. I would then go over to Quill, Quill.com, and set up an account. They're not going to run your credit at all. You just have to purchase something over $50 in order for them to report to the credit bureau, the business credit bureau. Okay. You do need, when you set up the account, you're going to need your DUNS number, and I believe maybe your EIN number, for sure your DUNS number, because you don't want to set up an account, make a purchase, and then it don't show up on your credit. So make sure you have a DUNS number first. That's going to be the longest thing you're going to have to wait on, is the DUNS number. So you have Quill. So now we're at 5, right? Some people automatically will qualify for a car right now. I personally have about 15 trade lines reporting. I have Staple. Now, I did have the PG. I have Home Depot. I did have the PG. All soft pulls. I have Uline, and again I have Uline because their shipping supplies is in bulk and they're affordable. I have Quill. I have quite a few of companies, and I will list them below the ones that I currently use. I don't order from Quill every month, but as long as you order something within 90 days, they will still continuously report. But remember, with Quill, you have to order something over $50 in order for them to report to the Business Credit Bureau. Okay? At this point, you're ready. You're ready to apply for a vehicle in your company name. As long as you have about 5 to 7 trade lines. I got Home Depot because that's something I use, right? So I tried to go with companies that I know I'm going to actually use the accounts, but they vary. And again, my book will be below. You can just go down there and find companies that you actually know that you need their service. Just don't, buy things that you don't really need, okay? Yes, the reason why I say don't buy things that you don't need is because you're going to have to pay maintenance fees on your gas cards. So you're looking at about $4.99 per card. With the companies that I mentioned that I have, I can only speak for those. I do know that Fuel Man, their maintenance fees start as low as $3.99 per month and go all the way up to $11.99. Again, it just depends on what type of business you have. If you have a daycare and you actually pick up, your little people for daycare services, that may be a card that you can use. And Fuelmen actually have a MasterCard that you can use everywhere. But A to B is the same way. You can use it on, maintenance on your vehicles, gas, more than just using it for fuel. And I like that. So I pay $4.99 for A to B. I pay $4.99 for Shell. I pay $4.99 for Circle K every month. So that's about $15 per month for just that service. NAV, you're looking at, I believe, $39.99 or $29.99 for them to report every month to the credit bureau. So it's going to be a little out of pocket cost. That's the reason why I said go with the Google Voice, so you don't have to worry about that. And I believe the lowest on the mail, the virtual address, is $4.99. No deposits, anything. You just have to pay for that first month of service there. So we're trying to keep it very, very low and cost effective. Just order something from Quill. Stay right at that $50 mark. Make sure you have your DUNS number and your EIN number when you actually set up the account or before you order, to make sure that it report. And yeah, that's I think I'm just trying to reiterate so you'll know exactly what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now and show you some other things and the financing company and the steps that you need to take in order to find a dealership that takes the financing. Here we go. Stay tuned.
Okay, everyone, I am back. So the name of the financing company is Ally, Ally. This company will approve you smoothly if you follow the steps in the video. Okay, I know I repeat myself, and it's just so you can really get what I'm saying, and it can be a smooth process for you to finance your vehicle in your business name. I want you to remember when you go into the dealership that a lot of salesmen are not aware of EIN and company finance programs. So they're going to try to get you to finance that vehicle in your personal name. Do not give them your social security number. Provide them with the EIN number. Go talk to the finance department, and I'm going to actually pull up the process and the options that you may have. So it says vehicle finance. Click on business, and it gives you an option of how you can actually finance your vehicle, so you can buy it. If this is a vehicle that you've been wanting, but your credit is really, really bad and you can't finance a vehicle in your personal, then you go over to your business and you may want to finance a BMW, a Mercedes, Acura, like whatever it is that you really like. You can, do the traditional retail financing for commercial use vehicles. Now keep in mind that the vehicle has to be over 6,000 pounds in order for it to be considered a commercial vehicle and for you to be able to write it off on your taxes. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Don't go and get a small vehicle and then you're not able to take full advantage of using it as a commercial vehicle. I would then go over to Vistaprint. I don't know if I mentioned this previously in the video, but I'm just going to reiterate it if I have, that I will go to Vistaprint and create me some magnets to put on both sides of the car, and now your car is a movable billboard to actually market your business, and now you can write that off as under marketing. You can write off the insurance, you can write off the gas, the mileage, and the taxes that you're going to have to pay to actually tag the vehicle. Okay, so you also have an option of a ComTech, and that is an open-ended lease that allows you to define the residential value and manage your cash flow. So it's pretty much a lease vehicle. You would turn it in over time, right? And then you can do a smart lease. That's a closed-ended lease with a fixed term so that you can refresh your fleet more often. Okay, and this is someone that, don't have any emotional attachment to the vehicle. They only want to keep it, or vehicles, they only want to keep it for so long they can just go ahead and trade them in, get something new, right? Excuse me. So let's just go over here and take a look at where you can search. So you're going to go and find a dealer. I apologize. We're going to do, and I said BMW, and because it's at the top, let's just go with BMW. Several within 100-mile radius. So right in the Dallas area, you have 6 that you can pick from. Just pick one and go there. And when you go in with your business credentials, your EIN number, your DUNS number, make sure that you have your business license. Like, just take everything that you think you're going to need. Now, if you just want to check with Allie yourself directly, there's a 888 number here. But usually you just go in with your credentials, you pick out the vehicle, remember, over 6,000 pounds. And listen, again, I'm going to stress this one more time. The salesmen, a lot of them are unaware of, business financing vehicles. So when you speak with the finance department, make sure that they use your EIN number and your DUNS number, and do not provide them with your social security number, and you do not have to PG this vehicle at all. Okay, I hope this vehicle was really thorough. I didn't mean to take up so much of your time, but I wanted to really break down the process to you. And again, you just go over here and find the dealership that take this financing. Do not let them run your credit, because what will happen is they will shop you through dozens of finance departments, and it's going to stain your credit bad, because each inquiry pull down your credit score by 3 points. So if for some reason you don't have the right paperwork, or your EIN number has not generated all of the scores that you need, then just pause right there and then go do what you need. Go do your due diligence when it comes to your personal credit. Your business credit, and then go back to the dealership. Okay, if you know you have a low credit score, don't even allow them to run it, because we're repairing credit and building business credit at the same time. So we're repairing your personal credit and we're building your business credit simultaneously, if that's where you're currently at. Okay, so if you have good credit and you just don't want to put the car in your name, I agree. I would never finance another vehicle or, property in my business name again. I mean, in my personal name again, excuse me. I would never finance a vehicle or a piece of property in my personal name again, because I know that I can finance it over on the business side and protect my personal credit. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Share it with anyone that you need, that may need this information. And to my new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for watching. Bye.